Hey everyone! I'll just give everybody some time to come in. Hey Young Rich! Hey! Yes. So, just because there's not a lot of new reality TV tea going on, I thought that I would do a self-care session with all of you guys today because I love reality TV, obviously. I love spilling the tea, but I also love self-care and wellness and all of those great things. And I host a popular podcast called Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care. It's on iHeartRadio. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple. It's everywhere you can find your podcast, and it's all about self-care, learning how to love yourself, putting yourself as your first and best priority. So I thought today I could walk you guys through 5 signs that you might need to love yourself more. And it is kind of related to the stuff we talk about in reality TV, because I always like to break it down. Like I always call Demon Avatar Monica like narcissistic, and we talk about low worth and self-value and all that stuff. So I wanted to share with you guys this other part of me too, which is all about self-care, love, and wellness. And I also wanted to be interactive. So if you have questions, put it down in the chat box. If after I go through the 5 signs that you might need some more self-love, if you want to come on, the pinned link should have the link to StreamYard. So you can come on and ask your questions and I can answer it in real time, or you can ask in the chat box. Also, big announcement. Hey, Young Rich, as everybody comes in, don't forget to like and subscribe. My big announcement is somebody already guessed it. Hey, Sam Vlog, I am officially monetized. It is real. It happened. I am so excited. I thought that it would take a couple more weeks for all the paperwork to get approved, but I got approved last night. So bam, I am officially monetized. It is real. It is real. I feel like I'm real on these YouTube streets now. It's official. I'm monetized. So you can super chat and do all the fun stuff. And I feel like a grown-up now. So that's my big announcement, guys. Thank you, guys. Let's say hi to everyone coming in, and then we'll dive into our self-care session. And of course, you can always ask questions about reality TV or any of that as well. And then your own personal stories. And then I'll also try and share more of my own personal story as I go through this with you guys, so you guys can get to know me more. I'll share more of my own personal stories. So let's say hi to everybody coming in. Hey, Just the Tea, please. She says, hey, Candy. Hey, Candy Cane. Hey, Joanna says, hey, Candy, you're early. I am right on time today, girl. I am 4 o'clock, ready to go. I was right on time today. Yes. Thank you, Joanna. Hey, Obina. He goes, hey, new subby. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, new sub. Hey, tonight, Hazel. She says, hi. Hello. Mocha Deluxe says, hi, Candy. Hey. Hey, Deanna C. She says, hey, Candy. Yes. Hey, Candy Canes. So debonair. Mwah. What is up, homie? Thank you for coming through. Yes. Deeper than skin deep. Yes. Hi. She says, hi. I love it. Hey, Tunisia. She says, hey, Candy. Hey. Beautiful Joanna said, congrats. Thank you so much. I'm really excited. I just feel like legitimized, I guess. Just the tea, please, says congrats. Yay. Gayla says congrats. Thank you so much. So much Dev says yay. So Debonair says, congrats. Thank you, homie. I appreciate that. Deeper Than Skin said congrats. Yes, everybody in here. Hey, Entrepreneur Life with Ebony. She's giving the candy sign. Yes. Okay. All right. Oh, hi, Goldilocks. She says, hello, everyone. Hello, Candy, new subby. Yes. Wendy says thumbs up. That's right. Like, subscribe, super chat, because I'm monetized. Okay. All right. That's good. Okay. I'll stop. All right, guys. All right. So let's get into it. I'm going to walk everyone through 5 signs that you might need to up your self-love game that you may not have thought about. I'm going to put up my first comment just for anybody, if you have any self-care or self-love questions, put them in a chat box and we will get to them. Also, any reality questions, like reality TV, feel free to put that in there as well. I just wanted to remind everyone to do that. Thank you guys. Yay. Okay. Yeah, you're what? Oh my God, I know. It's official. Hood Life Chronicles says congratulations. Yes. Hey, Poetic Gals, thank you. All right, okay, we are gonna really dive in now. Okay, so first I'll tell you a little bit about my personal journey, just so you guys can get to know me a little bit more, since I'm not a random avatar, I am a real person. So I am a recovering people pleaser. So I grew up being very codependent, which is why I know so much about narcissism. Very empathic, very highly sensitive to energies and to other people. I used to have a really hard time. We're going to go through it because I'm telling you, some of the things that comes up is exactly how I felt. I never knew that what I was suffering from was low self-worth or low self-esteem. Like if you would have asked me, you know, Candy, do you have high self-esteem? I would have been like, of course I have high self-esteem. What are you talking about? I've done X, this, and this, and this, and this. But I didn't take the time to get reflective and to look inward and to really know what having a high self-concept really meant and knowing what my intrinsic value actually really was. So I'm going to talk you guys through, oh my God! Hey, To Be Black Native. Hey, Katie K. That's my very first super chat. Woo, we're doing it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, To Be Black Native. Thank you. So the signs I'm going to walk you through, pretty much all of them at some point I have gone through as well. So I just want everyone to know this is a safe place. We all are going to stay positive. And I'm speaking from a place of personal experience of not knowing that I didn't love myself enough and knowing that I didn't have enough self-esteem or enough self-confidence that a healthy, evolved person should have. And I think a lot of people walk through life thinking that they love themselves, but not actually showing that love to themselves. Okay, so the first sign is that you are hypercritical of yourself. So this is something I definitely struggled with. This can show up as perfectionism. You think that you have to look perfect. You have to do things perfectly. Your work has to be perfect. Your house has to be perfect. Your kids have to be perfect. Everything has to be perfect in a certain order, or you don't feel that you want to show it or share it or do it. Like you're kind of stifled by perfectionism. You feel like you have to be perfect. That also can mean that you feel like you have to be like more than human, like a machine almost, right? Like you have to get everything right. You're not allowed to make mistakes. You're not allowed to get it wrong. You always have to have all the answers. You always have to have everything put together and buttoned up. And you're very, very critical of yourself. Like, say if you make a mistake and you're like, oh my God, I was so stupid. Like, I always make mistakes, you know, like, God, of course I lost my keys. You know, I'm so forgetful. Or like, of course this happened to me. Like, I have like the worst luck or whatever it is. Like, you're just really, really hypercritical of yourself. You hold yourself to almost an unhealthy standard of perfection, or you hold yourself to a standard that you don't hold other people. That could also look like, say somebody made a mistake in your life. And I don't mean like big mistake. It could be a big mistake, small mistake, whatever. And you'll quickly like forgive them and be like, oh no, it's okay, girl. Like, you know, we make mistakes, we mess up, it's cool. You are able to have compassion and understanding and forgiveness for other people, but you don't show that same level of love and forgiveness and self-compassion to yourself. So you're able to show it to others, but you don't forgive yourself quickly. You think you have to have all the right answers, and you think you have to have everything right. And you're very fearful of making any type of mistake or being less than perfect. That shows up a lot in our self-talk. So the way to combat this is to be really mindful of how do you speak to yourself? Do you call yourself names? Do you say really low, degrading things to yourself? Do you not show yourself love and compassion? You know, really be mindful of the way you talk to yourself, because in this world, the person that you talk to the most is yourself. And every relationship that you have is a direct reflection of the relationship that you have with yourself. So you want to get really clear and really mindful of how are you loving you, right? How are you loving you? And that needs to be your best and first priority. So if you're really critical of yourself, you think you have to be perfect, you can't make a mistake, you don't have self-forgiveness, that could be a big sign that you might need to work on learning how to love yourself unconditionally, right? Showing yourself unconditional love. So that's kind of the first sign. The second sign is that you get in and stay in unhealthy relationships. Are you on the love struggle bus? And this could be in relationships, whether it is with a romantic partner, if it's a sexual romantic partner, maybe you're always overextending yourself. Maybe someone is being emotionally or mentally abusive to you. If you feel like your boundaries aren't being honored or your standards aren't being met and you're just unhappy, but you don't want to speak up because a part of you would rather have some type of love than no love. Are you scared that they will just really not show up for you the way you want someone to show up for you? Are you being a doormat? Are you being a pushover? Do you constantly have to show up for people who are not showing up for you? But that can also be in other dynamics as well. So yes, it's in their romantic relationships, but it's also in the relationships that we have with our family members, right? Do you have an unhealthy dynamic with your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your aunt, your uncle, your cousin, right? And people always like, oh, this is family. It's family. It's okay that they, lied to you. It's okay they stole from you. It's okay they betrayed you and behind your trust or whatever. But you find yourself in these unhealthy dynamics and these unhealthy relationships and you stay in them. It could also be if you are a coworker with your coworkers or your boss. Are you the one who always is staying late to get the work done? Are you the one who's always coming in early? Are you the one working on the weekends? Are you the one who's doing all the work, but you're not getting the credit for it? You know what I mean? It's an unhealthy dynamic. And it's just any type of relationship dynamic where you are showing up and giving and pouring into something or someone more than they are showing up and giving and pouring into you. Those are unhealthy dynamics. And those are unhealthy relationships. And again, to that point, it's like that saying, anywhere you go, there you are. So you're going to show up as who you are in your romantic relationships, in your family roles, in your friendships. Do you have frenemies? Do you have friends who don't treat you right? That's a big thing that we don't talk about a lot. We talk a lot about unhealthy romantic relationships, but there are a lot of unhealthy platonic friendships. There's mean girls and there's the queen bee and it's all that stuff and gang mentality. So those are also unhealthy relationship dynamics. So you really want to get clear on and take inventory. What do the relationships in my life look like? And how am I showing up? Am I always the one giving? Are they always the ones taking? Am I happy? Do I feel depleted afterwards? Take inventory of all of the relationships that you have and see how you're showing up in them and then how other people are showing up for you, right? The third sign is that you don't have clear boundaries and you people please. Okay, so this was me all day long. I used to literally get a physical pit in my stomach when I had to say no to someone. Like I hated saying no to people. I hated disappointing people. I had the fear that they would think, well, like, who does she think she is? Oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, who are you to say no? Like things like that. Like, oh, she's being selfish. Oh, she's self-centered. She's mean. All of that toxic, negative, false beliefs would come up that somehow I wasn't allowed to say no. So another way that you people please is if someone wants you to do something for them and you don't want to do it, you feel like you can't say no to them. You put their feelings before your feelings. You make how they feel or what they want from you your first priority rather than how you feel and your own well-being your first priority, right? You also don't have clear boundaries. That could look like, say you really want to be in a relationship with a guy, but he's just like, no, I don't really want to be serious. I just kind of want, like a a hookup buddy situation and he calls you at 2 a.m. and instead of ignoring the call or blocking him, you let him come over. But then you're sitting there and you're resentful because you know he knows you want the relationship, but he's just coming over at 2 o'clock to get whatever he wants, right? Or another thing about not having clear boundaries. Say you are a vegetarian. I'm just making these examples up. Say you are a vegetarian and you're raising your children as vegetarian, right? But your grandma comes over, your mom comes over, and she is not a vegetarian. She's from the South or she's from wherever, and she wants to cook her gumbo, cook her pork, cook her meat. And when she's watching your kids, she feeds her kids meat. When you've already established the boundaries, I'm a vegetarian. In my house, my kids, we don't eat meat. And I'm just using this as an example. You see what I'm saying? It could be anything. I don't want my kids to watch certain types of television. I don't want my kids to go to certain type of places, whatever it is, whatever boundary you have. And your mom or your dad or whoever doesn't respect your boundaries and they do what they want with you around your kids, right? So boundaries are what keep us safe. They are the expectations that we set with people on how they can treat us, what they can expect from us, and what they can and cannot do around us. So boundaries is how you communicate to someone how you will and will not be treated and what you will and will not stand for. So somebody who's a people pleaser might say, all right, mom, it's okay if you fed the kids hot dogs. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay. But somebody who might not be a people pleaser would be like, Mom, thank you for babysitting my kids, but I made it very clear that we don't eat meat in this house. So going forward, do not feed my children meat, or you will not be able to be around them without me being in the presence, or I'll have to supervise. So if you want to be around my children without me in my presence, then you have to respect the boundaries that I have for my children, right? So you can see like the two different things. One is just like, okay, Mom, it's fine. Like you fed them, whatever. It's cool. Like, don't worry about it. Like, yeah, it's stupid to be a vegetarian anyway. You're right. You abandon yourself to keep somebody else comfortable. You don't stand firm in what you want and who you are. You abandon yourself because at the core, you're scared of being rejected. That's really what it's about when you people please and you don't have clear boundaries. You are scared that if I say no, if I push back, if I don't go with the flow, they will leave me. They won't like me. My needs won't get met. I'll be difficult. I'll be too sensitive. All of those things, right? So it is really all of that stuff is coming up from a core sense of I don't want you to leave me. So I will say yes to what you want. I will bend over backwards for you. I will abandon myself. I will not take care of myself because my core fear is that if I don't do what you want me to do, you will leave. The fourth sign that you might need to do a little bit more work on self-love is you don't take care of yourself in a holistic way. So taking care of yourself in a holistic way means all aspects, right? So physically, say you're like, oh, I've been meaning to go to the gym, right? I've been meaning to go to the gym. I've been meaning to work out. I've been meaning to do Pilates, to do yoga or whatever, right? But you don't do it. Diet. Oh, I've been meaning to eat more vegetables and drink more water, but you don't do it. You're not taking care of yourself. This isn't about fat shaming or anything like that, but like you just know you're not healthy. Your cholesterol is high. You have diabetes. Everything is, your clothes aren't fitting. You're not taking care of yourself on a holistic level, physically, mentally. Oh, I've been meaning to go to a therapist. I've been meaning to go to a counselor. I've been meaning to join a support group. I've been meaning to do this and this and this and this, but you never do. You never seek help. You never seek support. You don't take care of yourself. I've been meaning to meditate. I've been meaning to journal. I've been meaning to go for a walk, but you don't take care of yourself. You put the things that you need to make you a better, more fulfilled, more well-rounded, healthier person on the back burner because you're busy running around meeting everybody else's needs. Oh, I can't eat right because I have to feed the kids. I can't go to the gym. I have to take my husband to work. I don't have time to go to a therapist. Like, I'm not going to waste money just to have somebody to hear me talk all day. I'll pray about it. I'll talk to my best friend about it, right? Jesus will fix it, which he will. But Jesus also gave us tangible resources here as well, in the form of therapy and all that stuff, and support groups and everything like that. You know, maybe you are and this is not a Monique moment where she was talking about people in bonnets. I don't agree with what Miss Monique said about women in bonnets, but you've kind of let yourself go. You're not putting on makeup to make yourself feel good. You're not putting on some nice clothes. You're not doing your hair. You know, maybe you're wearing pajamas all day and you don't do the things that just make you feel good. You know, you're not shaving. You're not doing a spa day. You're not taking care of like yourself and your body in that way. You're not taking care of yourself holistically, mind, body, spirit, all of it. Everything that makes you, you put on the back burner and you let it slip. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to start eating right. I'm going to take time for self-care. I'm going to. I'm too busy running around taking care of everybody else. What that really means is what you're saying to yourself. When you do that, what you're saying to yourself is, who I am and what I want and what I need isn't as important as what everybody else wants and needs from me. That's really what you're saying. When you put all of the things that would help you to be a healthier, stronger version of yourself on the back burner, you're saying that everybody else's health and happiness, priorities and well-being is more important than yours. And that is not true. And the fifth sign that you might need to love yourself a little bit more or work on, you know, any type of codependency or low self-esteem or low self-worth stuff is that you feel disconnected from your intuition and you lack self-confidence. So that could mean something like, you know, when people say, oh, I just had a gut feeling, or, you know, something just told me to do this. Some people say, like, I don't ever get a gut feeling. I don't know what my inner voice sounds like. I don't know what my intuition sounds like. You're disconnected from yourself. And your intuition and your gut is really just your own internal guiding system. It's your discernment barometer guiding you on what is the best right next step for you. So if you're always saying yes to other people, if you're always putting what you need on the back burner, you forget to check in with yourself. You forget to check in on, what does Candy actually want to do? And it could be as simple as, what do I want to eat tonight? What movie do I want to go watch? What do I want to go do tonight? You know what I'm saying? Like all of those things that people take for granted. But if you are so used to deferring to everybody else, we can watch what you want to watch. We can do what you want to do. We can go where you want to go. You forget to work on that muscle of your own discernment. What do you like to do? What do you like to eat? Where do you want to go? What's the next right move for you? And then you lack that channel almost to check in with yourself, and you lack the confidence that when everybody is saying, girl, we're going right, but your gut, your internal guide, your intuition is telling you to go left. When you lack self-confidence, you will abandon yourself and you will go with the crowd and go right. And usually when that happens, something always goes wrong. You know, you always have those stories like, something told me not to do it, but I did it anyway. You know, something told me not to go with them, but like everybody was going. You know what I mean? You abandon yourself, your own intuition, your own guiding system, because you lack the confidence in yourself, because you don't validate your own emotions and your own feelings. You're looking to other people to tell you how you should feel, and you're looking to other people to tell you what to do, rather than going inward and inherently knowing what your next right move is. And some way to combat that, to get back into your intuition, I'm telling you, prayer to whatever God entity you want to call it or name it, meditation, getting silent and like listening to yourself. I'm not saying you have to become a monk and go to India and cut off all your hair and take a vow of silence. Absolutely not. Start small. Do 30 seconds a day. Then the next week, do a minute. Go on YouTube, do guided. That's what I do. I go on YouTube, click in whatever meditation I want to do a guided one, listen to it, boom, I'm done. You know, Do a guided meditation. Start small, 30 seconds, 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, go up to 10, 15, whatever. And again, and it goes back to the first point we're talking about, don't be hypercritical. Don't think, I can't do it. I'm doing it wrong. My thoughts aren't stopping. Well, the point isn't to stop your thoughts. The point is to learn how to have a healthy relationship to your thoughts. So when you notice that you're being hypercritical, you can say, hey, why am I talking to myself like I hate myself? Why am I saying those things to myself? I'm going to change that thought because you have the power. Try it right now. You could think a thought and be like, I'm going to change that thought. You have the power. And that's really what the whole point of self-love is learning that you are the ultimate authority on you, not anybody else. And realizing that you have intrinsic value and intrinsic worth simply because you are here, you are enough, and you are worthy, and you are valuable. When you suffer from these signs, the people pleasing, not having clear boundaries, can't say no, don't take care of yourself, hypercritical, all of that stuff, you will always be exhausted. You will lack a sense of self. You will not know who you are. You will be hustling for your worthiness because you will be looking to everything outside of you to give you value and worth and validation. When the truth is that has to come from you. And I used to be that way. I used to get my worth and my value out of, it was all performance based. As long as I was doing something, producing something, giving something for somebody else, as long as I was doing, performing, showing, earning love, earning self-worth, earning validation, then I'm showing you that I'm worthy and valuable, smart and great and all these great things, right? That will keep you exhausted and burnt out, and that will keep you from connecting to true inner peace and inner joy, which comes from the simpleness, I am here, therefore I am enough. I don't have to show, dance, prove, perform, produce. I ain't gonna do shit. I'm simply here. My presence is a present, and that is enough. So that was the place I had to get to. So those are the 5 signs that you might not be loving yourself enough, and you might need some more self-love. So I'm going to see what you guys are saying in the chat so we can get with it and go through everything and answer any questions that you guys might have. So I'm going to go back a little bit and just see what you guys are saying. Okay, so P says, yes, I'm into self-concept too. Talk, please. Exactly. Oh, and to give a shout out, there is a really great YouTuber on YouTube. Her name is Alisha Bradley, and her channel is called Refined You. And I love her content. I will link it in the description box. And she is doing a whole course on self-concept that starts on Monday. So when you said that, it reminded me of it. But just to show her some support, she is a great content creator. You guys should definitely get into her. She does a lot of stuff on self-worth, self-love, and self-concept. Hey, Chelly Mail, recovering people pleaser. Wow, never heard of that before. Yes, and I say recovering because it's a process. It's a process. Like now, thank God, I have a very healthy, high, evolved self-concept, self-esteem, self-love. Like now I have no problem saying hell no or hell yes, but I had to work on it. I really had to work on it. Now I'm in a really great place, but by recovering, I say sometimes it still gets hard, right? Especially when we have played roles for so long. So especially when it comes to like family, sometimes it's really easy to slip back in those not having clear boundaries, people pleasing, not really standing in your own womanhood, manhood, adulthood self and saying what you want and need are. So by recovering, I say, yeah, because it's like, it's a process. You can be there one day, but you always have to remind yourself that you're not human. You're going to slip up. There will be times where certain things will trigger certain things. So yeah, definitely recovering. It's a journey. Hey, Poetic Cows. Oh, monetized. Yes. Thank you. I'm so excited. I thought it was going to take weeks, but we got it, girl. We got it. Hey, Pete, or at least know themselves. If you ask people what they value, they get stumped. I know I do and still do. I know I did and still do. Yeah. Exactly. So it's really good to know yourself. So I think a good exercise to do if you're kind of stumped on knowing what you value, I think it's like journaling, doing journal prompts, like write down like, I feel the most happy when, I feel the most fulfilled when. And then write down what it is when I'm doing this with these people, when I am doing this, to figure out, exactly what you value. Like maybe you value spending time with your family and friends. Maybe you value having like your own like alone time. You know what I mean? Maybe you really value integrity and honesty. Write down, the qualities that I really like in people are, the qualities I really love in myself are. So I would say just do some journal prompting and just write down your thoughts of what brings you happiness, what brings you joy, what you like in other people, what you like in yourself. And then that will kind of show you the things that you value, right? Like I really love spending time with doing X, giving back, or whatever it is. Hey, Claudette, she says, congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, Toy Harrington. Hey, Candy Canes. Hey, Candy Canes. Hey, everybody. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I know it's a little different. I was scared. I was like, is anybody going to come? So thank you guys for showing up. I know it's different from reality TV, but I think it's still meaningful. I think it's still a good thing. Hey, Pete, compassion is also knowing your own boundaries. Exactly. Having compassion for yourself is knowing what your boundaries are and not being afraid to implement them. And if you kind of waver, because again, no one is perfect, you might put a boundary in and then you might slip up. Don't be afraid to reaffirm your boundaries, even if sometimes you get blurry and you mess up. You can always reaffirm a boundary. You can always say, hey, mom, like, I know you let the kids eat meat last week, and I know I thought that it was okay, but you know what? It's really not. So let's try to not do that, right? So you can always reaffirm your boundaries. And if someone rejects you, gets mad at you, doesn't like you anymore simply because you tell them no, then that person is not meant to be with you. That person doesn't deserve to have your joy, energy, and shine. You are allowed to say no to whoever, about whatever, whenever. And nobody has the right to manipulate you or shame you into thinking that you have to do what they want you to do. That was one thing for me. I was always scared to be called selfish. That to me was like the worst word. If you're like, Candy's selfish, I'd be like, no, I'm not. Like that would be like a dart to the heart. Now I'm just like, you're right, I am selfish. Thank you very much. But like not in like the negative sense of selfish. To me, the actual meaning of selfish is when you do what you want to do at the detriment of other people. Just because you say to no to someone, that's not at the detriment to them. To me, true selfishness is when you do something and you don't care who you hurt or if it's going to be bad or to somebody else, right? Simply saying no and having boundaries. And sure, somebody's little feelings might be hurt, but you know what I mean, isn't being selfish. The other person is actually the most selfish person because what are they actually saying to you? Because you're not doing what I want you to do, you're selfish. Make that make sense. That's really what they're saying. Because you're not doing what I want you to do, you're selfish. No, that person is actually the selfish one. Because they want you to do what they want them to do, and they don't care about how it actually makes you feel. Regardless of how you feel and how it's going to affect you, they want you to do what they want you to do. It's a good way to manipulate people, though. Oh, I'm saying no to you. I'm so selfish. No, get out of here with that. Hey, Etoy says congrats. Thank you so much. Hey, Nisi Bryant, I can on the right channel. Okay, cool. Yes, you came on the right channel. Yes, you did. You did come on the right channel. Hey, Simai Singh. Hi, Candy and fellow Candy Canes. Hey, everybody. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yes. Hey, Poetic Cows. I was a people pleaser, but when the pandemic came along, I became extremely antisocial. Yes. Well, that's another thing about being people pleasers and codependent and empathic. We're also usually very introverted, right? We also usually really prefer to have our own time, to fill our cups back up, to just, do what we want to do, rest and recharge. And a lot of times people who are extroverted sometimes look at that as being like depressed or antisocial or standoffish or there's something wrong. But it's just a different way of how you fill up energetically. So extroverts are extroverted. They get their energy from other people, from being around, from being out. They're extroverted. They want to they get it from everything externally outside of them that fills them up. Introverts get filled up energetically by going inward and being, on their own and just having time to just really focus on their own energy and just refill up that way. Like I am much more introverted too. And when the pandemic came along, I was just like, I was built for this. I mean, it got kind of crazy at certain times, but I was just like, I am built for this. So I hear you. I hear you. And it's also a good way to protect your peace too. Sometimes just staying in and saying no and just being focused on yourself and keeping your head down and do what you got to do will save you a lot of headache and a lot of drama. And it's a really good way to protect your peace. And boundaries actually is another good way to protect your peace. When something energetically into just saying no simply because you don't want to is so freeing. Is so freeing. I just don't want to do this. Or no, that's just not going to work out for me. Or no, I can't do that. Thank you for asking, but no. It's so freeing. You have to protect your own peace. Hey, Entrepreneur Life with Ebony. Hey, sweet girl. She goes, yep, I do a friendship audit every 6 months. Yes, I did. It's called the Year of You Summit. That just happened. I think the recordings are still up. I'll try and find mine and I'll link it in the description box. But I did a talk. I did a session on toxic friendships, right? How to spot them and how to end them. Because it's true. We sometimes are so hyper-focused on our romantic relationships that we forget to audit the friendships that we have, because it's so true. You are the medium of the 5 people you hang out with the most. So you need to look at your friends and be like, is this woman or man where I want to be? Is this person bringing me up? Are they bringing me down? Are they using me? Am I happy when I'm with them? Do I feel depleted? Do they put me down? Are they gossiping? Are they, drama based? All of that stuff, are they comparison people? Are they jealous? You really have to think about that. And it doesn't even have to be something super negative. But for me, and actually this is funny because I had a conversation with one of my really good girlfriends last night about this. And we were talking about the same exact thing where we were like, we're both in the place where we only want to be surrounded by people who are in alignment with the future vision we have for ourselves. So I don't even really want to hang out with people on my level. I want to hang out with people to where I aspire to be. So I want to be around people who inspire me. They fill me up. I can trust them. They are trustworthy. I can be myself. I don't feel like I'm being judged. I'm not worried that the moment I walk out the room that my name is going to be in everybody's mouth about something, that I can tell them and I can be vulnerable and like, hey, like I'm really struggling with this, or, this is what's going on with me. And I can tell them that. And I know that I can trust them to hold it, that they can bear witness to my story without going back and telling everybody what I said. So just really having the discernment of the people that you have in your life is really, really, really important. And I think those are 2 questions to ask. Are the people that I hang out with, do they inspire me to be the highest version of myself? And do I aspire to be like these people? I think those are 2 really good ways to assess people in your life. Poetic classes. I don't answer my phone anymore, girl. We can talk. I had to Control Alt Delete some people in my life too. We could talk about that. There are some people who don't mute. Tunisia says, you are such a sweetheart, Candy. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. And so are you, my candy canes. Yes. Hey, Eccentric Queen. Yeah. She goes, oh my God, I just had to say no to my mom about giving her money because I just bought a house, which she knows. And I still need to pay my down payment and the lawyer, which she also knows, but she still asks. Yes, Eccentric Queen, I hear you. Like, it is hard. It is hard, especially when it's the people that created the mindset and the roles that we got conditioned to play in life, right? So it's like that saying, your family knows how to push your buttons because they're the ones that installed them. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you, like, for me, like, the role I played in my family was exactly what I was saying before. People pleaser, performer, always happy, always joyful, all this stuff, always worrying about how other people felt, always making sure everybody else was okay, you know, not saying yes to the things I wanted to say yes to, not saying no to things I wanted to say yes to, say no to. And so that's how I was conditioned to be. So that was the woman that I became. And so then as an adult, I had to recondition myself. I had to reparent myself to have healthy communication skills and boundaries and standards and self-worth and self-value and all of those things. And I had to get to that place of awareness, which is why I wanted to share those 5 signs, because you can't start to heal and recondition and help yourself and become the person that you're meant to be if you don't have the awareness that something is wrong. You know what I mean? Like this, like you're saying, eccentric queen, it doesn't seem like your mom has the awareness that she's asking you to overextend yourself when she already knows what it is, and that dynamic is wrong. Like, you are the child and she is the parent. She is the one that should be sending you money for your down payment. You know what I mean? Like, you are the child. I mean, I know you're a woman, but you're the child in that dynamic, you know? And so I think that particularly growing up where you feel that you have to be the parent or you feel like you have to be the adult in this situation is really, really hard. So I'm really sorry that happened. I'm really proud of you for saying no. Trust me, I've had to be on that same exact path too. So thank you for sharing your story, Eccentric Queen. I'm proud of you for saying no. And trust me, I have been there and I probably will be there again soon. Hey, Akira, she says hello. I mean, Erika, she says hello, hello. Hey, Wendy, I'm back. Nosy had a live, LOL. Yeah, I know, my girl Nosy, she's running the streets. Hey, Eccentric Queen, I felt bad. I said no, but I need to take care of me at the end of the day. That's what I'm saying. We've been conditioned to feel guilty and to feel bad for simply honoring ourselves first. And the truth is, what's the quote that I said and thought of? It was just like self-love and taking care of yourself is like the highest form of gratitude that you can show to your one unique special life that you have. Is by putting yourself first, is by saying no when you need to say no. And Eccentric Queen, do not feel bad. Feeling bad is just a symptom, residual symptom of being conditioned to abandon yourself to make other people feel better and to put other people's needs first. So the reason why you feel bad is because you were conditioned to feel bad. You were conditioned to feel selfish. You were conditioned to feel guilty. You were conditioned to feel like a bad person, bad daughter, bad this or whatever by simply honoring yourself first. So I am telling you, you are not a bad person. I'm sending you love and compassion, and just do whatever you need to do to take care of yourself. And I'm telling you, you did the right thing. You need to take care of yourself first at the end of the day. You're an adult. Your mother is an adult. She can figure it out. Hey, Joanna, I just dealt with this for my sister. Yes, her behavior is so consistent because I allowed it. Woo! I had to address it. She told me I was too needy after her mistreating me. No more, done. Joanna, you just said a whole word. It is so true. It is so true. People treat you the way you allow them to. You ultimately condition people. Like, you think about it. We all know the people we can mess with, and we know the people that we can't. We know who the doormats are. We know who the pushovers are. We know who the yes people are. We know who the peoples are. But we also know the people who respect themselves. And you don't even have to say a word. Say you're in a room, right? Someone could walk in a room and energetically, you know how to approach that person and you know not how to approach that person, right? Because the essence of who you are shows up before you do. You don't have to open your mouth and people can already know exactly the energy you put out, and they know how to talk to you and how to treat you, right? So I'm proud of you, Joanna. I have some sisters too. I'm not gonna say any names because I'm not gonna dox my own family. But I have some sisters too, and I have dealt with that a lot. I've had some sister. I have a sister who we have a very tumultuous past, and I just got to the point where I was just like, I'm choosing me. And I was the same exact. I had allowed it, just don't say anything to her. That's another thing. Don't say anything. And they also love to say, well, you just know how she is. You know how she is. Just don't say anything. So we have to walk around eggshells. We have to placate their mood, never knowing when one word's going to set them off and one word's not going to set them off, just up and down emotional roller coaster. And so I had to get to the point where I was just like, I love you from a distance. And you're only allowed to play a certain position in my life that I feel comfortable with. So I definitely understand what you're saying, Joanna, and I am so proud of you for standing in your self-worth. We don't have to completely cut people off, but we do have to make very crystal clear boundaries and not go back on that. Like for me, sometimes it's only having text relationships with people. Just keep it in the group chat, keep it there. You can't come over, but we can talk on the phone or whatever it is, or no, I can't give you money. No, I can't do this or that or the third. Create the relationship dynamic that honors who you are and that keeps you safe. Hey, Sasha T. How to handle people who call you lazy, selfish for taking time to take care of yourself. You start to internalize it. I know I do. Yes, and that's exactly what I was saying before. Calling people lazy, selfish, a bish, or stuck up, self-centered, all of those things is a really good way to manipulate and control people, right? So if you're not doing what I want you to do when I want you to do it, you are this, that, and the third. And you do sometimes start to internalize it. That's what I was saying with Eccentric Queen. You internalize it by feeling bad, by feeling guilty, by believing those things about yourself. But you're not selfish. You're not stuck up. You're not lazy. You're actually a healthy, evolved adult, because people who are healthy adults take time to take care of themselves. They take time to eat right, to exercise, to meditate, to journal, to walk into nature, to go to therapy, to go to support groups if that's what they need, to have healthy friendships in their life. Take personal days off just to do whatever, whether it's go to the movies, go to the spa, read a book, go to the park, whatever it is. Healthy, evolved people know that their well-being is their first and best priority. And they know that if they are not okay, then they are not okay for anybody else. If I don't have any food on my plate, I don't have any food to give you. So I need to fill my plate up first before you trying to eat off of me, right? So I think the way you handle people who call you lazy and selfish is, one, stop telling them stuff. If you want to take a day, if you want to do whatever to take care of yourself, you don't need their permission. You don't need to tell them. Do whatever you want to do. And if they ask about it and they start to call you lazy and selfish, create the boundary. Hey, thank you. I respect that's your opinion, but moving forward, it would be great if you didn't call me lazy or selfish or name calling. I respect that's your opinion, but moving forward, I will no longer tolerate you calling me names. So unless you can call me Sasha, unless you can call me Candy, unless you can call me Jane, Peter, Paul, whatever, don't call me anything. But moving forward, the only name you can call me is my God-given name. Love, that's your opinion, great. But moving forward, you don't get to call me names. People in my circle aren't allowed to call me names. That's how you handle them. Don't tell them your business. They don't need to know your business. You take care of you how you need to take care of you, and then assert your boundary. I understand that's your opinion. However, you are not allowed to call me names. And if you can't respect that, then I don't think we can be friends anymore. And if someone is unable or unwilling to stop calling you names, then that person should not be in your life, period. Hey, XOXO. She says, hi, Candy. Hello, everyone. Hi. Yes. Hello, everybody. Like and subscribe. Since we're all here in the Candy Cane gang. Hey, Young Rich. She goes, true. I would like consistency, but I said I wasn't going to get bust down today, and he just was going to eat me out. But then I felt it on me and accidentally went in, and I kicked him out, but it was so good. I mean, that's when it's hard though, right? That is when it's hard, because sometimes you want to be in a relationship, you want the commitment, you want consistency, but then you're also attracted to the person. So when they're calling you at 2 a.m., you're kind of like, I want to have my boundaries, but blame it on the liquor. Blame it on the Henny. It's okay. And it's okay sometimes. If you slip up on your own boundaries, it's okay. You can always go back and reaffirm. And if you just want to have fun, knock yourself out. Have fun. Life is to be lived. You know what I mean? It's to be lived. You want to get to the end and you want to have some stories to tell. Hey, B. Hey, B. She's, our girl is monetized. Whoop, whoop. Yes, I'm monetized. Thank you so much for the super chat. Mwah. Thank you. Thank you. That's my first international one. Thank you, guys. I'm so excited. Okay, back to it. Okay. Hey, Koala Floor. Very true. I have been working with youth since I was 17. As the years went on, I was just giving to them more and more and less to myself. I didn't even recognize me sometimes. That's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes it's not even about family or romantic or friendship. Sometimes it's the job, right? You know, you were working with youth and you were pouring out that you forgot to pour back into you. You know, we are our own vessels. And we have to remember to pour back into ourselves and remember who we are and what our goals are and what our needs are and what our objectives are. You know, we can't just give. And taking time for yourself is not selfish. It's the highest expression of gratitude for this one unique and precious life that you have been given. Is taking care of it and taking care of yourself and enjoying it. That's another big thing. Enjoy your life. Enjoy every day. Enjoy every moment. I know every day and every moment isn't going to be happy, joy, but try and find a way to love yourself and just do something. Like now I have a daily practice of I do one thing a day that is just for me. And by just for me, I mean just silly. Go, even if it's like I'm going to go to the grocery store and I'm going to get, this really expensive seafood thing or whatever that I've been craving. I'm just going to go do that. And it's just for me, or it's like I've been stuck inside all day working from home and writing and creating and all that stuff. I'm going to take that time. I'm going to go out for a walk in nature. I'm going to put my headphones on, listen to some music or a podcast and just go for a walk just to get out. I'm doing it just for me. Just those little moments. And another good thing to do is laugh more. I mean, you guys see me on here. That's a smidgen. I will laugh all day. I will laugh at myself. I will laugh with myself. I will laugh at everybody else. Just try and be mindful of how often a day you laugh or you don't laugh. Laughter is medicine for the soul and for everything else. So just be mindful of, am I paying attention to my life? I think that is really what the essence of it is. Are you paying attention to your life? Are you paying attention to whether or not you are happy? Are you joyful? Are you laughing? Are you making mistakes? Are you saying no? Are you pushing back? Are you creating boundaries? Are you creating new memories? Are you connecting back to your center of yourself? Are you paying attention to the life that you are living? That's really the essence of this. Hey, Kina Bina. She says, hey, Candy. Hey, girl. Hey, Frida. Yes. Hey, babe. Victims of narcissistic abuse are often in this place. I mean, yeah. I'm not going to say who the narcissist in my life is, but yes, exactly. It is a clear sign. If you are empathic, if you people please, if you're codependent, you basically are a magnet for narcissistic people. So usually you have suffered some type of narcissistic abuse, and that has conditioned you to abandon yourself, not know who you are, and feel that you get your own validation, self-worth, and sense of self out of what you do and perform for somebody else. So yeah, that is very true. Hey, Frida again. Yes. Okay. I'm trying to go back to the comments up because I want to make sure I get to everyone. Yes. T-Bird Talks says, hi, Candy. Hey, beautiful. Yes. Entrepreneurial Life with Emily says, so true. And the more you trust your intuition, the stronger it gets, just like a muscle. Exactly. The more you work on your intuition, the more you pray, the more you meditate, the more you check in with yourself. Just do a simple gut check, right? Throughout the day, I do this sometimes where if I don't know, like if I have like a decision to make, or if I don't know if I do something, take 10 seconds out. Just breathe in for 4, hold it, breathe out, and just ask yourself, what is the next right move? What should I do? And just get still and listen to that little voice. It will tell you what to do. And you just have to work on it. Hey, Poetic Cal, she says, yes. Hey, Koala 4, nothing but a word. Thank you. Yes. Hey, B, givers, you need to draw your boundaries, know your limits, because takers don't have any. Exactly. Takers, that's the thing. Takers will take. It's that saying, you know, if you're going to give it, then I'm going to take it. It is up to us to be clear on what we will and will not tolerate from other people and what they can and cannot expect from us. It is up to us to set those boundaries with other people and to enforce them, because it's almost like little kids, right? Oh, you said I couldn't have that candy? I'm going to take the candy. Nothing happened. I'm going to take some more candy, right? You have to be the one to enforce that. Hey, Mo Better Flower Petal. She goes, excellent. Thank you, sweetheart. Yes. Hey, Sasha T. She goes, how do you feel about self-care movements being commodified within capitalism? I feel like people have had a hard time defining what real self-care looks like. They just think of bubble baths and masks. Exactly. Okay, so this is actually, I'm really happy you said that. This is the essence of what I do with my podcast and when I do speaking engagements and workshops like this and everything else. Simple, getting back to me, it's all about intentionality. It's not about spending $1,000 at the spa. It's not about doing a face mask. It's not about getting your nails done. It's about the intentionality behind what you're doing. Are you going to the spa, doing the mask, doing all that because you are like, you know what? I've been feeling depleted. I need to take some time to just focus on myself and take care of myself. And these are the things that I like to do. Because, okay, and I'll also go back to defining the difference between self-love and self-care, because they're both are very big buzzwords. And you're right, a lot of it has been commodified within capitalism, thinking that you have to be rich or wealthy, look a certain way in order to have self-care, or that self-care means you have to spend all this money on these lavish YOLO type things. And that's really not what it is. So self-love is the compassionate relationship that you have with yourself. It is forgiving yourself quickly when you make mistakes. It's showing yourself grace. It's being mindful of your self-talk. Like we said before, not being hypercritical of yourself, being mindful of the way you speak to yourself. Do you speaking to yourself in a loving, self-affirming way? It's taking care of yourself. It's all of the things. So self-love is the relationship that you have with yourself that is built on compassion, love, grace, and forgiveness. It's loving yourself first, making your wellness, your happiness, your first and best priority, while self-care is just the tools and the practices and the things that we do in order to cultivate that self-loving relationship. So that looks like, I really love myself, and I want to show myself some grace this week. I've had a really, jam-packed schedule. So I'm going to give myself some grace because I feel really too overpacked. Self-care could look like going to your schedule and canceling 5 meetings. You don't have, that's not spending a dime, but you're taking care of yourself because you love yourself. So I love myself. I'm going to give myself some grace. I don't have to be superwoman today and take on 10 different projects and do everything. I've been really stressed out. I'm going to give myself a little bit of grace. I'm going to show myself some slack. I'm going to take care of myself. And the way I'm going to take care of myself is I'm going to go say no to some people. Hey, I know I had you for at 10 o'clock and 2 a.m., but some stuff just came up. I'm going to need to reschedule for 2 weeks. Is that cool? Or, hey, I know I said that I could help you do this on Friday, blah, 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 but like I'm really stretched a little bit thin. My bandwidth is smaller than what I thought it was. Let's reschedule for next week, whatever. Da, 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 da. That didn't cost you a thing. So self-love is loving yourself, the relationship with yourself, having the foundation of grace, compassion, forgiveness, loving your own humanity. And self-care is just the tools and the practices that you do it with. So it's not about how much money you're spending. It's not about spa days. Those things are great. Some people love a spa day. Some people don't. Self-care could also look like I'm going to take 10 minutes to journal and write down my stuff. Self-care could look like I've always wanted to play an instrument. So I'm going to, buy an oboe and teach myself or whatever. Self-care could look like I'm just going to say no to someone. I'm just going to say no today. That could be it. Self-care could look like I'm really tired. I'm going to sleep in. Self-care could look like I'm going to go for a run. It's all of those things. Self-care is just the tools and the practices that you have to cultivate a loving relationship that you have with yourself. Hey, my better flower petal shows exactly what I needed. Yes, check. Yes. Hey, Joanna. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat, you guys. Super chats. I know, I'm such a dork. Okay. Anyway, hey, Joanna. She goes, the most beautiful thing in the world is learning to say no and being okay with your decision. That is, honestly, that is the key to inner peace. That is protect your peace at all costs. When you can say no and not give a damn, that is true inner peace. Yes, Joanna, thank you so much. Hey, Janisa, she goes, you are amazing, Kanan. I love you. Oh, you're amazing too. I love you too. Hey, Shrinking Sharon, she goes, hello, everybody. Happy Hump Day Wednesday. Yes, happy Hump Day. Hey, Frida, she goes, it's great. It is great. Loving yourself. Yes. Hey, Etoy, she goes, yes, speak the truth. 100. Exactly. Yes. Hey, Poetic Kel, she goes, of course, you're so lovely. Oh, thank you so much. Yes. So, is it B or Bay? Let me know if I'm pronouncing correctly. I'm going to say Bay. Okay. Hey, Bay, also invest in a good therapist. Absolutely. Yeah, I go to therapy. I have a really great therapist, and that is really how I actually got on my self-love, self-care journey. So I think that's great. And I think there's still a lot of shame and a lot of stigma where people are around going to therapy. But I mean, it's 2021. Like, there's apps you can get, all of that stuff. You can talk to people virtually online through Zoom. You can get a good therapist. There's great plans and all that stuff. So I think that there should be no shame around it. I know in my family, sometimes people are like, well, we're gonna pray about it. We're gonna pray it away, or we're gonna read the Bible, or we're gonna do that. And yes, I think that you should use all resources available to you. Lean on, your spirituality, lean on your relationship with God. But God also gave us doctors, right? If you had a toothache, you wouldn't pray about it. I mean, you could pray about it, but you would also go to the dentist. If you had a heart attack, you would go to a cardiologist. If you hurt your foot, you'd go to a podiatrist, right? So if you want to work on knowing who you are intrinsically, if you want to work on what are my patterns, where did they come from, why do I have them, how can I change them? If you want to work on anything with yourself, your mind and your brain is also just a muscle and it's part of you. Why would you not go to a trained doctor to help you on that path and journey? It's insane. So I think just getting rid of the stigma that somehow something is wrong with you, or you're broken, or anything like that because you go to a therapist, we need to get rid of that, and we need to normalize taking care of ourselves on a holistic level. Taking care of your soul and spirituality, taking care of your mind, taking care of your body. We need to think about us as being holistic people, not just one dimension. So definitely. Hey, Kim Hobson. She goes, congratulations. Happy to be a new candy cane. Yes, thank you so much. Hey, Toy, we were given power. Yes, exactly. We were given power. We are the authorities on us. Because the truth is, nobody can treat you any way. I mean, I'm not talking about extreme cases where, you know what I mean? I'm just talking in general. Nobody can treat, if you're an adult and you're free, nobody can treat you how you do not allow them to treat you. Like, I've had to do that with people in my family. I've had to do that with past friends where I was just like, you know what? I'm not taking this shit anymore. I don't think so. Like, don't you know who I am? And that's how you should feel about yourself. That's how we all should feel about ourselves. Don't you know who I am? I am worthy. I matter. I am valuable. What I want is important. What I need is important. Who I am is important. And who are you to tell me that what I want and who I am is less than what you want and who you are? And that is the place where you need to be. And you don't have to worry. You're going to piss some people off. Get comfortable with it. When you stand in your own authority and you stand within your own power, be prepared to piss people off. And the people that get pissed off are the people who benefited from you not knowing your own worth. Those are the people who benefited from you not valuing yourself more than you valued them. So just be prepared for that. Hey, Dooms, why is there no one in here? You know what, Dooms? The people who are meant to be in here are in here. So thank you for the comment, but we're popping along. My candy canes are here. Hey, Poetic Cows, narcissistic advantage of empaths. Exactly. It's literally like a magnet. It's a magnet because narcissistic people, they derive their energy and their value from what other people do for them and who they can control. And empaths derive their value and their identity from what they give other people. So it's literally like suck. That's why they call it supply, because literally they're sucking your energy. Hey, Frida. Yes, and she gave the thumbs up. Yes. Tunisia Hyman says, I love your personality, Candy. Thank you, Candy Canes. Woo, we are in here. Poetic Cal says, right, 100, exactly, yes. Lala says, hi. Hey, beautiful girl. You're flawless. Definitely introvert over here. Same. I am definitely introverted. Like, you guys see me on here, I'm bubbling, I'm hyped, and that is how I am. But I'm also very, very introverted too. So definitely. Hey, Frida. She goes, me too. Exactly. And that's the thing. Some people think that introverts are quiet or depressed, but that's not true. Like, we are very like happy and good and outgoing. It's either like certain groups, certain people at certain times. But yeah, definitely introverted too. Hey, Poetic Cows. Oh yes, I'm an introvert by nature. I'm telling you, me too. Me too, definitely. Hey, Michelle St. Peru. Family and those close to you will be the first ones to test your boundaries when you establish them. Exactly. Usually because they think they are somehow special or entitled to not respect you. It's up to you to be firm. If you respect your boundaries, they will too, or at least think twice. Exactly. It is up to you to be firm in your boundaries and keep affirming them. Even if sometimes you slip up or if the other person tries to test you, keep, you know what I mean? Like, keep going. Keep affirming. Keep standing in your truth, because people will continuously, it's again, like kids. Kids will test you to see how much they can get away with. So you have to stand firm. Hey, Poetic Casuals, it definitely is 100. Yes. Hey, babe. Thank you so much again for the super chat. What a breath of fresh air. Thank you for this portion of goodness at Candy. You're welcome. Yes. I'm so happy you guys are here and you are responding to this content. I was nervous. I was like, it's not the reality TV stuff, but it is stuff that I think is really meaningful and something that I just really love. And I hope you guys love it too. And I hope you guys find value in it as well. Hey, Frida, laughing. Yes. Hey, Tunisia. Yes. H2 Angel 1 says, I Poetic Cows, you and I are one and the same. Exactly. I feel like a lot of us in here are empathic and we're introverted, but we still have that light and that shine. Yes. Hey, H2 Angel 1, but I realized that the same person who kept expecting me to pour into them exactly at any time, at any day, weren't willing to be an ear to me. Yup. And I had to do a friendship audit. Exactly. You have to be really careful because usually people who are empathic or people who, just are really open and giving, people will suck, and suck. And then when you're like, okay, well, like, where is it for me? I need you to pour into me. Like, I need some support. I need some love. I need someone to listen to me right now. Those usually are the people that won't have the time for you. So you have to be really smart about and discerning about who you give your energy to and who you give your time to. You have to be very, very discerning about that. Who do you give your energy to and who you give your time to? Because those are our most precious commodities. Our energy and our time are literally the most precious things that we have. So be mindful of that and do your friendship audits. Do your family relationship audits. Do your work audits. If your boss is like, can you stay late? I stayed late the last 5 nights. I really can't do that, but thank you for asking. And get out of there. Hey, Poetic Cows, H2 Angel 1, right? Yes. Oh, thank you for this super chat. Oh, Lala said hi. Says congrats on being monetized, Candy. Woo woo. You deserve it and more blessings to you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yes. Bay says at H2 Angel 1, I approve this message. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Hey, Tunisia Hyman, you are enjoying your day, Candy. I am. See, but that's what I'm telling you. When I worked on myself, when I took accountability, when I looked myself in the mirror and I was not critical, not judging, not any of that stuff, but when I looked myself in the mirror and I said, what are the things that Candy needs to work on for Candy to be happier, joyful, more fulfilled, to have a better sense of self, to have higher self-esteem, to have higher self-worth, to have a higher self-concept, to have boundaries and standards, to be able to say no, to respect yourself. When I got clear on the areas that I needed to clean up, that is when I was able to have inner peace and true joy. Like I used to be happy, bubbly all the time because I didn't know that I was allowed not to be. I didn't know it was okay for me to be pissed off or for me to be angry or for me to say no or for me to be mad or for me to feel any very normal human feeling that wasn't happy, joy. But when you numb yourself to one thing, you numb yourself to all things because it is delusional to think that you have to be happy all of the time. And there's a difference between happiness and joy. When you have a state of joy, that's a setting place, right? You can be joyful and full of joy, but some shit could go down and you're not happy in the moment, but you're still rooted in joy. That's how I am now. I am rooted in joy. I am truly joyful now. Like it pours out of me. But are there days when I'm mad? Yes. Are there days when I'm pissed off? Are there days when I'm struggling? Are there days when I'm just sad? Yes. And that is the beauty of being human, is that we are able to experience all the full spectrum of our humanity. That's being happy, and that's being angry, that's being pissed off, that's being joyful, it's being here and here and here. But it's being able to regulate and self-validate that makes it healthy, right? You don't want to be an angry person, but you can still be angry, right? Like I'm not an angry person, but yeah, sometimes I get angry. And that's what it all boils down to, being able to regulate and having self-awareness and being able to self-validate your feelings. So you're not scared to feel anything because you know that my feelings don't have me, I have my feelings. I'm not an angry person but in this moment, what you just said really pissed me off. Right? You're not screaming, you're not yelling, you're not being over the top. You're just honoring what you feel in that moment. I'm not an angry person, but what you said was really messed up. Right? It's learning to honoring your own humanity and feeling what your feelings are and knowing that that feeling shall pass. You can identify it and you can feel it and it will not take you over. And you don't have to numb yourself to the beauty of being human. We get to be angry. We get to be pissed off. We get to say no. That is a part of our own human, unique experience that we have. And for a long time, I was cut off to that. But if I'm cut off to one emotion, I'm cut off to all of them. So yeah, so now, yes, I'm enjoying my day from a place of authentic joy, where I know that I am here and that is enough. And every day I wake up and I choose to enjoy my life. And every day I wake up and I choose to find ways to be happy. And that's really what it's about. So yeah, I'm enjoying my day. And I believe in celebrating the little things. So celebrate what you can. Hey, HU Angel 1. She goes, Appy, yup, and please excuse the typo in that message. LOL. All good, sweetheart. Ascension Queen, girl. It's like you read my life. Yes, this whole process has made me realize I really need therapy. I will tell you that I needed therapy. I got into therapy. I'm still in therapy. And I'm telling you, and honestly, the majority of people that I know are in it or have gone or should be. I actually think everyone at some point. And it's also good to not wait until there's a crisis in your life, to not wait till something big blows up where you kind of are like not forced into it, but there's something crazy going on. It's good to go to therapy just to check in with yourself, to just get a different objective opinion about who you are and how you're showing up in this world and how you're showing up for yourself. And it's not that you're weak. It's not that there's anything wrong with you. Therapy is literally just a resource that is available to help you live a happier, healthier, more fulfilled life. That's literally all therapy is. It's just a resource for you to be happier. Like, who wouldn't want that? The process sometimes is a little messy. Let me tell you, the process can be hard, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Hey, deeper than skin, always put yourself first. Yes. Oh, yeah. I do that now. It was hard in the beginning, but I do it now. I'm just like, is this what Candy wants to do? And if that's a no, then Candy ain't doing it. Sorry to talk about myself in third person. Hey, yes, Stuart, self-preservation is the first law. Exactly. Put on your own mask first before you help other people. You have to preserve yourself before you put into anybody else. Exactly. Hey, Poetic Cows. She goes, yeah, I did a friend audit. They don't like that. That's when they start their smear campaign. Well, smear campaign sounds like you were friends with some narcissistic people. And I've had that happen to me too. I've had that happen to me too. Because again, it's like it was like I was saying before, be prepared to piss people off. Because when you stand up and you say, these are the things I'm no longer going to tolerate. I know you got your little kikis in, having me have no boundaries, having me be a yes person, having, you can treat me and say whatever you want, any type of way. I know me not having any self-respect served you, but I'm not going to be that person anymore. My role is changing. How I'm showing up is changing. Be prepared to piss people off and have it be okay. Because the real people who are meant for you will still be there for you. Hey, Frida. Yes. S Stewart energy does show. Yes, it does. It really does. Hey, deeper than skin deep, protect your energy. Protect your energy at all costs. It's one of our most precious commodities. Hey, Simuya Singh took the words right out of my mouth. Weakness can't read all over someone's being. Yes, it is so true. You know who you can step over and you know who you can't. And they don't have to say a word. You don't have to say a word. You know who you can mess with and you know who you can't. Hey, Frida. I had to cut off my brother. I just couldn't anymore. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you had to do that. But I am also really happy that you're doing what is best for you, because just because someone is related to you by blood, that doesn't mean that person deserves to hold a position in your life. I know sometimes society teaches us, blood is thicker than water, family, you can't go against family. That's BS. Serial killers have families. You know what I mean? So even if someone is your blood relative, if they don't serve the highest version of you, if they make your life worse than better, then that person doesn't deserve to hold a position in your life. And you are the ultimate and only authority of who you allow to play a position in your life. Not your mama, not your mammy, not your daddy, not anybody else. You. Trust me, because sometimes when I try and cut people off, I get guilt trips. I get guilt trips. Oh, you know how she is. Oh, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, yeah, well, guess what? This is how I am. And how I am is protecting myself. So you got to get clear on who you are. Hey, ARSC, happy Wipeout Wednesday, Candyland. Woo, woo. Peace and love, Chef Blondie. Yes, yes, yes. All right, everybody. We are loving ourselves today. Okay, Poetic Kells. You have to set boundaries or else you will be defeated and depleted with no one around to turn to. Yes, if you don't set boundaries, think about it, right? Boundaries keep things contained. So if you don't set boundaries, you're going to be like this, depleted. It's a reason why it's called spread too thin, because there's nothing keeping you safe. It keeps you spread out. Exactly. Hey, Sam Black, what if I'm okay with being called selfish over being a pushover? I mean, join the club now. Now, I would 1,000% rather be called selfish than a pushover now. 100%. Like before, like the old version of me would have been like, it was the biggest insult. Now I'm just like, oh my God, thank you. I really am standing in my power. Now it's not an insult anymore at all. And now that I've become this more authentically loving person of myself, everything else in my life has changed. The relationships of my friends have changed. Some friends had to go and some new friends showed up. Relationships with my family has changed. Again, sometimes that's touch and go. Family can always be tricky, but working on that, with some family members, it's gotten so much better. With other family members, it's gotten better because I just respectively cut them out a little bit, still catch up every now and then, but it's pretty clear where my boundaries are. So when you change, everything around you also must change, because everything that shows up in your life is a direct extension, manifestation, reflection of you. That's why when someone walks into a room and you know how to treat them or not without opening their mouth, because if that person truly respects themselves and they have very clear boundaries, their energy shows up and says that on their behalf. But people who people please and they're unclear about who they are, they're wishy-washy about their boundaries, they're very insecure and not knowing who they are, that shows up too. So everything starts with you. You are the ultimate foundation and authority of your own life. And people will try and take away your authority. That's why it's no one can take your power, you give it away. People will try and get you to give you their power. Don't let them. Hey, Michelle Lee, this is so true. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, be at Frida, good on you for taking care of you. Exactly. You have to take care of yourself first. Frida said, Bay. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, DG627. Hi. Hashtag Washington Apples. Hashtag Candy Canes. Yes, 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 yes. Hashtag Candy Cane Gang. Yes. Hey, my Candy Cane Gangs. Exactly. B says, hi at DGF627. Welcome. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, HU Angel, protect your peace. Protect your peace at all costs. Yes. Eccentric Love says, laughing my ass off, Young Rich. I know. I mean, I will speak for myself. I have definitely been a little wishy-washy on certain boundaries with certain guys. Not anymore, but back in the day. Hey, Bay. Yes, yes, yes. Bay says, wait, what? Hey, Desiree BJ. She goes, I needed to hear this. Yes, I finally had to give up a house that my mom left to both my sister and I when she died. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Desiree. I lived there for 5 years in misery. She knew that I was passive and would and will not do anything. I'm so sorry, Desiree. But that's what I'm saying. When we are passive and submissive in certain ways, people will take advantage of that. But I'm so happy that you had the wherewithal and the discernment to get out. You know, I know you're grieving your mom's death and you're in a house, but there are bigger and better things for you on the other side, right? There are bigger and better things for you. So thank you so much, Desiree, for sharing your story. I'm so sorry to hear about your mom passing. I hope you're able to just have really firm boundaries with your sister and know that something bigger and better is out there for you. Hey, Miles. Hey, Miles Kidman, how did it accidentally get into you? Y'all stupid. He was like, I don't know. It just kind of fell into me. That is amazing. Oh my God. Okay, the comments are coming in. I'm going to go quicker because I want to make sure I get to everybody. Okay. So Young Rich says, I used a condom though, y'all. I'm on a spiritual journey like Dr. Heavenly Child. Yes, protect your energy and protect yourself. Yes, I love this. At Miles Goodman, right? Soon Lily, family ATM here. How do you handle their pleading and crying after you say no? You do like an Oprah, right? You just turn off the tap. So if they are pleading and crying after you say no, just mute them. You know, just say, listen, if you don't stop texting and calling, I'm going to have to block you. I don't want to, but that's what I'm going to have to do to protect my peace. And just stay really clear and stay consistent and keep your foot down, because pleading and crying are just antics. They're antics to see if I can get you to go back on your word. It's like a child, like we're talking about, having a temper tantrum. Put them in timeout. Do what you do to a kid. Put them in timeout. Don't answer the phone. Don't answer the door. Take a break. You're allowed to take a break from family. Take a break. Keep your wallet and your money to yourself soon, Lily. And just take a break. Put them in timeout soon. Hey, Desiree, you have to finally put yourself first. Exactly. Also, self-development is key. Each day I work on myself. Yes, it's a daily choice. Work on yourself. Develop your self-love, your self-concept, your self-esteem, and self-respect. The operative word in all of that is self. Because at the end of the day, it's what do you think about you? How do you feel about you? When you feel worthy, when you feel deserving, it is from that place from which everything else flows. And people will try and check you. They'll try and plead and cry. Just like Soon said, put them in timeout. Put them in timeout. Hey, Poetic Class. So, Candy, now that you're monetized, are you going to have to become a member of this channel? Are you going to have the become a member of this channel option? Yes, I will. Yeah, so I literally got monetized last night. Like literally last night. So yes, I'm going to have a member option and all the fun stuff. And I just can't believe it. It happened so fast. Like you guys have been with me literally since like day one of me doing lives. Like I think this is my last one I can do on the free. Like this is powered by StreamYard because I'm so new. But it happened so quickly and so fast. So I just want to say thank you to everyone. And yes, I'll have become a member channel. And I'm also thinking about other exclusive content to give you guys. So if you are a member of the community, I want to think about what are some goodies I can give you as a way to say thank you. You know, so I'm thinking about all that stuff. Yes. Be absolutely that is manipulation. Yes, it is manipulation. 100%. It's a way to control you. Hey, T-Bird Talks. I spend a lot of time doing things for others and never getting things done for myself. It's very frustrating. Yes, that's exactly what we're talking about. It was, you don't take care of yourself in a holistic way. It was number 4. You have things you need to do for yourself, but you're putting everybody else first. So for that, I would suggest you make a list of T-Bird list of my priorities. These are the top 5, top 10 things that I've been putting off, and put them in order from most important to least important of what you need to do for yourself. and say, until I get to number 3 on this list, I'm not doing anything for anybody else. I know if it's like dire, like you have kids, you feed your kids and things like that, of course. Those little things, like, of course you do those. But make a list. What are the things that I have been putting off that's really been important to me? Most important to least important. I'm not doing anything for anybody else until I get to number 2, 3, 4, 5 for me. And then maybe I'll do something for somebody else. And then I need to do 4, 5, and 6. Then maybe I'll do something for somebody else. 7, 8, 9. Take care of you first. Get clear on what your own goals and priorities are, and put your goals and priorities as your number 1 on your own list. Hey, Deborah Felka. She goes, you are so right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Ageless Bloom. She says, hi, Candy. I'm currently dating a 60-year-old narcissist. Took some time to realize that. Ageless Bloom, you're dating a 60-year-old narcissist. Girl, we need to talk. We need to talk. Are you okay? So you're currently dating him. So what is going on though? Like, are you not happy? Are you happy? Like, how much older is he than you? Like, your avatar icon cartoon looks so cute and young and fresh. What is going on, Ageless Bloom? What is going on? But I mean, if he's a narcissist, and I mean a true narcissist, they don't change. It's a personality disorder. And it's a spectrum too, right? Like, you have malignant narcissists who are like evil serial killers, and you have like other, it's a spectrum of narcissism, but true narcissists, they don't change. So you're going to have to get clear on, like, are you okay with that? I mean, good luck, but we need to talk, Ageless Bloom. A 60-year-old narcissist, I'm intrigued. I need more information. Hey, Poetic Kyles, told him old narcissists are the worst. I know, that's what I was saying. Miles Kidman, Alisha Bloom, how much older is he than you? Exactly. We need the facts. We need some stuff. Hey, 2B Black Native, retail therapy is not always self-love. Sometimes it can be a trap. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's you can't just fall under, the like hashtag self-care, hashtag self-love, YOLO, blah, 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 blah. No, going into debt, trying to do a diamond face mask is not it. Or trying to get the new hot outfit is not it. That's not taking care of yourself holistically, because there's also financial wellness too, right? So retail therapy is not always self-love. That is very, very true. Hi, Shylin Cobb. When I set boundaries with peeps and do not respect these things, I become firm and sometimes harsh. People then feel like I owe them an apology. Well, this is the thing. It's not always what you say, it's how you say it. But at the same time, if they're not respecting you the first, second, or third time, then it's on them how you then deliver it, right? So if they're not respecting your boundary and you have to reaffirm it in a more firm way, then that's on them. And you could be like, okay, well, I need you to apologize for not respecting my boundaries when I first set them. And then I can apologize that my delivery had to become a little bit more harsher. So going forward, when the first time I say no, let that be it. And I promise that the first time I say no, I will do it in a respectful way. I think that's how you remedy that. You kind of pair it to them what took you there. Because if you had to say, because if I have to tell somebody no 3 or 4 times, I might pop off too. Like, why are you making me repeat myself? No was a no the first time. It's not changing because you're crying and pleading and do all this stuff. The no is still the no. So parry it back to them. Be like, yeah, I'm sorry you made me say no to you 10 times. So going forward, the first time I say no, I'll say it very politely and with love, but let that be a no, right? Hi, Entrepreneur Life with Ebony. Self-care varies per person. Exactly, because I consider bubble baths rewarding and relaxing, but I'm not relaxed at the nail shop, so it's not self-care to me. So true, and that's a part of the self-love and self-care journey, is tapping into your own intuition and tapping into yourself, right? What fills me up? What makes me happy? Because again, like, I'm introverted, so like going to a concert, miss me with that. I don't want to go to anybody's concert. It's too busy. It's too crowded. It's all that stuff. But like, have a couple of friends over and we're going to stream stream a concert here, and we'll play music and have some wine and laugh and dance. And I'm loving it. I'm in my element. I'm jamming, right? So it's really about what activities fill you up and make you happy. And that's all about this journey back to self. knowing what feels good to you. Exactly. Hey, Sherry. I relate to saying no to mom. That was me for 4 decades. 7/20/20, I finally walked away, divorced myself from her, and legally changed my name. Damn. I found the mother wound, which made me self-care more and be free. The mother wound, I am telling you, the mother wound is like the ultimate, deepest wound. And it's kind of the one wound that doesn't like heal. You know, I don't want to say that, but I feel you, Sherry. I relate to that too. I relate to that more than you know. Let me tell you, I relate to it. And I'm so sorry that happened, Sherry, but I'm so proud of you for being able to walk away. I'm so proud of you for finding your freedom and your joy. So thank you so much for sharing with us, Sherry. Hey, Sherry at T-Bird. I know all too well what you're speaking. It's extremely frustrating. Yeah. It's a very, very frustrating. Oh, okay. At Candy, it's pronounced as in B. Oh, okay. So B. Hey, B. Thank you, sweetheart. Hey, DGF627. My favorite quick self-care positive difference maker is no hassle walk-ins welcome time massage at the mall. Yes, that actually sounds delicious. That sounds like a good, yummy time. Hey, Micheline. She goes, hey, Candy, happy hump day. Thank you, sweetheart. You too. Hey, Micheline. As humans, a lot of times we devalue ourselves trying to get along. It's so true. Trying to people please, trying to go along to get along. You know, it's like we set ourselves on fire trying to keep other people warm. 100%. It's just we try to go along to get along. Hey, Made by Tiffany B. Yes. Hey, Micheline Humans. Yes, sweetheart. I got it, sweetheart. Thank you. Hey, Tunisia. Oh, yes. H2 Angel. This is an entire word, Candy. Yes. And we can do more of these. You know, I think I'm going to do that like on the days when there's not a lot of reality TV or anything bumping. Instead of, you know, trying to just make news or do all that stuff, we can do these sessions where we pour into each other and we can be a real, I'm not going to say family because I don't want to be like Avatar Monica, but I do want us to be a community. I want us all to be equals. I want us all to support each other. I want a community. That's what I want with this, where we all support each other. So that's what I want. My candy cane community. The CCCs. You guys, see, I'm telling you, I'm a mess. A happy mess. Okay, hey, Made by Tiffany B. Yes, Lord, because you were talking about language. Hey, Katie Canes. Yes. Hey, B, at Micheline. Especially as women who are often taught our worth is being a mule and a mattress. Exactly. Yeah. Be pretty and quiet. That's what we're told as women. Shut your mouth. Sit in the corner. Don't speak up. Don't talk back. You know what I mean? 100%. Especially because it keeps us in check. It keeps women in check. It keeps us in line. You know, women, it's ridiculous. You're exactly right. Hey, Deanna C, meditation is my time for myself. Yes, I love meditating. To me, meditation is time for myself. And to me, my real sacred time is right when I wake up in the morning. I always try to be mindful to have my first thoughts be thank you. Just start my day from a place of gratitude, a place of just giving thanks. And kind of have that be the catalyst from where, you know, for what everything else flows for my day. It's just thank you. You know, just being grateful that you woke up another day because somebody didn't. You know, regardless of what your circumstances are, somebody did not wake up that day. So just start with thank you. Hey, Edward. Hello, greetings from Aruba. Yes, we got international candy canes up in here. Hello. Hey, Deborah, she goes, you are so right. Yes. Hey, Poetic Cows, now that's the truth. Exactly. Hey, Micheline at B, trying to make everyone happy but you. Exactly. That is the core of people pleasing. You make everybody happy but yourself. Hey, Deanna C, I'm also an introvert. Yes, I felt that you were as well when I started watching your lives. Yes, I am. I'm a big introvert. Very, very empathic. So I always have to really protect my energy because I just get too oversensitized. So yeah, big time introvert. Yeah. Hey, Samantha Claus, who I just subscribed. You have a beautiful spirit. Thank you so much. I'm enjoying your content. Thank you. I'm enjoying this. And I'm just thankful for everybody in here. Thank you for showing up for this. You guys fill my cup up. This is what fills me up. I love you guys. Hey, DGF, you have to affirm your boundaries and enforce the consequences and repercussions with their violations. It works. Exactly. It's just like with kids or bullies, right? Or with bullies. Like the moment you stand up to a bully and you don't back down, the bully goes and cowers away. Because the bullies only have power when you allow them to have the power. But when you push back, they cower back. You're right. When you affirm your boundaries and you reinforce the consequences for that violation, it definitely works. Yep. Hey, Tammy wearing good nuggets. Thank you, love. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, made by Tiffany B. I like mess at times, but I also like good light and positive content. Kudos, Candy Washington. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think it's like we can have a nice balance, right? We can have a nice balance. And like have, kikis like this. Hey, Micheline, I'm bubbly and happy with people I'm comfortable with, but I'm definitely an introvert. Same. I mean, you just described me 100%. I am so bubbly and I'm a big hugger too. I mean, pre-pandemic, but yeah, big hugger. Yeah, me too. Hey, Inspiration Z. Hi, Candy. Loving this content. You're just awesome. Thank you so much. You're speaking my language tonight. Exactly. We have to love ourselves first, pour into ourselves first, and make your well-being your first and best priority at all times. It's not selfish. It's being a healthy, evolved, adult human being. Hey, DGF, I'm an introvert with strong extrovert tendencies. I miss quarantine. I have a party to attend tomorrow night. Maybe you're ambivert, right? You're kind of introverted and extroverted. Yeah. I'm captain, like, oh, I'll see you there. No, I won't. Oh, Poetic Cows. Mwah, thank you so much for the super sticker. Oh my God. You guys are my guys. Hey, B. Okay, at DGF67. I'm going to pray for you, lose. Hey, DGF, I learned that I was an empath when I researched why do perfect strangers approach me and disclose the most intimate, touching things to me and whatnot. Boom. I think we are a group of introverted, empathic people because I'm empath too, and that's exactly what happens to me. People just love, it doesn't matter who it is, people just love to tell me things. I mean, intimate, personal things. They just, blah, 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 blah. They just tell me all of this stuff. And then, of course, me being empathic, I just absorb their energy. But you know why I think it is? I think because like introverted people usually and empathic people and highly sensitive people, we're so compassionate. We are able to hold space for other people's stories and for other people's experiences and for other people's energies that I think we let people be seen and heard and validated in a safe way that they feel safe with us. So I really think that's what it is. Hey, Poetic Cows, got to reevaluate and then elevate. Exactly. Or was that eliminate? Exactly. Hey, Miss Photogenic. Hey there, Candy. Just love your energy. Thank you so much. I'm so glad to be here. You got this. I just subscribed. Thank you so much. That's right, you guys. If you are here, join the Candy Cane community. Subscribe and like. And support. Hey, Poetic Cows. Oh, yes. Got to reevaluate and then elevate. Exactly. Oh, hey, Joanna Morris. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yes. Self-preservation is the law of the land. I love me some me. You know what? That's exactly what it is. I'm going to tell you guys a secret. Don't think I'm wacky, but you probably already do. But I love you because we're all here to be wacky. One thing that I do is when I find myself thinking a negative or a critical thought about myself or like remembering like a bad memory or like that, I just stop and I just say, I love you, Candy. And then I breathe. And then it just changes the energy. Try it. Joanna, if you're out there and something happens and you're thinking of something negative, just stop and just say, I love you, Joanna. I love you, Poetic Hells. I love you, B. I love you, Young Rich. Just say that to yourself. Send yourself love. That's a really good tip, I'm telling you guys. Hey, Andrew Sonji, love from India. Yay! That's right. I told you we have international candy canes. Hey, at Micheline, we are taught to swallow poison. So toxic. Yeah, we're taught to swallow how we feel and what our standards are, and we're taught to abandon ourselves 100%. Hey, Mud Huddy. Hey, Candy, New Candy Cane here. Yes. I'm an empath. See, we attracted each other. I'm telling you, we attracted this tribe. I'm an empath. I get it from my mom. Yes, I realized a few weeks ago that my dad is a narcissist and that I get most of my hang-ups from being raised by him. I'm telling you, I'm going to do another live on narcissistic parents and children and all of that stuff because it's true. It's true. And that's probably why your mom and dad were attracted to each other. Because people are attracted to each other out of one of two things. Either people are healed and they're elevated and like is attracting like and healing, or one wound is attracted to another wound. It's true. True. Hey, Maria Nidan, congrats. Yes, love this chat. We are all here for it. Yes, yay, thank you so much. Hey, Poetic Hells, clapping and cheersing. Absolutely. Hey, Amelia and Co. Excellent commentary, Candy. You seem genuine and relatable. Thank you so much. I mean, guys, what you see is what you get. So, yeah. Hey, at Poetic Hells, yes, the process may be hard, but the experience is worth it. Yes, a therapy, 100%. I'm telling you, there are times where I was just like, broke down in therapy and just all about it. But when you get the lesson and when you get the wisdom and when you get a loving relationship with yourself, it is so worth it because there really is this whole world. Like, this is going to sound corny and weird, but it really is a different way to experience the world when you love yourself unconditionally and you love yourself first. You experience this world differently. And it's such a different, beautiful experience when you live from a place of worth. You experience this world differently. You really, really do. Hey, Eva Locker, Fendi Facts. Yes. Oh, I like your little thing, your picture. Hey, Maria. She goes, this is about the real reality. LOL. Exactly. We're getting real up in here. Poetic Hells. Ooh, yes. Exactly. Yes. Hey, Inspiration Z. Hi, Kenny. This is great content. I'm loving it. Thank you so much. I'm loving it too. Let's do something like this like once a week. We'll do all the reality TV stuff. We'll get those key in. And then once a week, we can do one of these where we just build each other up and we talk about different things. Like, I have a lot of self-care content. So we can do this once a week or so. Hey, Eva Locker, family or not, anyone can get cut off. I am with you. I am with you on that. Like, I am like, just blood doesn't mean you automatically get to play a position in my life. You got to earn that. Hey, Young Rich. Okay, friend question. Okay. We will name them Mo and Cam. Okay. So Cam started a rumor about Mo's boyfriend was cheating on an app. Okay. Mo retaliated days later, showed a video of Cam getting something, and they almost fought. What should I do? Okay, so you have two friends, right? You have Mo and Cam. Cam started a rumor about Mo's boyfriend cheating on some dating app. And then Mo retaliated days later and showed a video of Cam getting some type of pleasurable thing going on. And they almost fought. What should you do? Young Rich, you stay out of it. Stay out of it. One of the biggest things you can do to protect your peace is mind your business. And I mean that in the most like respectful, elevated way. And that's what I do now. I mind my business. I think, is this situation my business? No. I'm staying out of it. I'm going to watch from the sidelines. Mo, I'm still your friend. Cam, I'm still your friend. But Candy Washington is minding her business over here in the corner. Missed me with all this drama. That's what you should do. Protect your own peace. Protect your own peace. Your well-being, remember, is your first and best priority. What all of this happened here, I didn't see any part of you in that. Did you start the rumor? Were you cheating with the BF? Did you do the video of Cam getting some pleasurable thing? Did anybody do anything to you? No. Stay out of it. You can listen if you want, be impartial. Or you could say, I'm here to listen, I'm not taking sides. Or you could say, like, we're going to go and hang out, but I don't want to hear about Mo. I don't want to hear about Cam. Stay out of it. Especially you saying they almost fought. Don't put yourself in a position to get hurt or to be blamed. when the situation has nothing to do with you. Because think about it, right? A lot of times best friends will fight. They'll bring in a third person. The third person takes a side, and then all of a sudden the two best friends are back best friends, and now they're mad at you. Or you have a friend who is with a boyfriend or a girlfriend. They're fighting their relationships. You come in trying to defend your friend. Next day, they're back together, lovey-dovey, kikiing, and now you're the bad guy, and they're mad at you. Stay out of it, young rich. Stay out of it. Protect your peace. I didn't hear anything that you did. I didn't hear anything that was done to you. Stay out of it. Hey, Poetic Cal, sometimes blood ain't thicker than water. Exactly. And sometimes the family that you create for yourself, the family that you choose, sometimes those people are your true family. Because family doesn't mean blood. You know what I mean? Hey, Happy. Yay, please hit that like button. Yes, everybody, like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. Yes. Okay, I'm going to go quicker through the chats because there's so many and I want to make sure I see everybody. Okay, let's see here. Where did I leave off at? All right, I might just pick a spot to go from. At Angel's Fuzzy, I'm 53. And she goes, I'm not okay with that. Realizing it was the first and huge step. I realize that he'll never change. No, he won't. Narcissistic people don't change. He's not going to change. He had politicals and they never change. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Yep. To be black, nobody's called the disease to please don't do it. Exactly. Inspiration Jesus Candace, awesome content. Thank you so much. Please make self-care a weekly topic. We need healthy living topics, mind and soul. Love you. That is a deal. We'll do this once a week, I promise. Hey, Crazy Stuff Channel, what's up? Yes, thank you so much. Yes. Hey, Nee here. She says, Ape. Yes. Jesus says, Candy, you have a good heart. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, we got Princess in the building. Hey. So House of the Princess says, unfortunately, I do not speak to my mother due to her mental instability. It was abusive to me, and she refused to change. I need to protect my peace, so I separated myself. I am so sorry, Princess, to hear that. I am so sorry, but it is so true. Like, family, even our mothers, sometimes we forget that they're still just people. And people can be flawed. People can be mentally unstable and balanced. And just because that person is a mother, again, it doesn't mean that person is in a place, whether they're able to or not, to be a participant in your life. So I'm sending you so much love, Princess, and so much healing. And thank you for sharing your story with us. I really, really appreciate it. Deborah Pucker says, this topic 100%. Yes. Hey, Brenda. She goes, wow, that's an end your channel. I'm going to subscribe right away. Thank you. Yes. Aw. Carolyn, thank you so much for this super chat. So Carolyn says, hi, Candy. Great content per usual. I'm an introvert who is now learning to set boundaries to protect my peace. I'm telling you, it is a journey. It is a journey. Thank you so much for the super chat. I so appreciate that. And it's true. You have to create boundaries to protect you. Boundaries keep you safe, and your safety is your first and best priority. House of the Princess says, thank you, Sherry. I have made peace with it now years after dealing with the chaos. Sending you so much love, Princess. So much love. Hey, Jasha. Hey, beautiful. She goes, at Nihar, same. I'm really reserved, but get me around a good energy crowd, and I'm lit. I know. Trust me, I feel like we all attracted each other. Yes. Hey, beautiful Jaja. Empathic introversion is a struggle in this self-centered society. It is. The struggle is very real. It is. It really, really is, because we get sucked. We just get all sucked up. And then sometimes I think people take our kindness for weakness. And then they lose their damn minds when you say no and have boundaries because they didn't think you did, but you did. Oh, so Lily, thank you so much for the super sticker. You guys, I'm monetized. Okay. I'm just really excited. Okay. So Sharima Kress says, hi from Aruba. Aw, yes. Hey. Fishing with Subrinia says, great content. Thank you so much. Very entertaining as well as informative. Yes, we are going to be doing these weekly self-care. Yes. Hey, gorgeous. When I started loving oneself, I experienced the red carpet is rolled out for me from both sexes. That's what I'm telling you. The way you experience this world changes when you show up fully as who you are, without apology and loving yourself, this world treats you differently. Yes, wherever I'm positioned, I'm always the head. People are drawn to positivity, and I love it. Yes, because it's like, you know what it is? It's like when people say that person has that je ne sais quoi. Like there's just something about them. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, you know? It's like say there's like a restaurant and somebody walks in and all the wait staff gets all like frizzy. And it's like, who is that person? Because that person walked in like, I am someone. So then everybody treats them accordingly. And that's how you need to show up in your own life, as you are that someone. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Toronto Latino, what is happening? Yes. What is happening? Da, 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 da. Hey, Young Rich, at my hoodie. It was someone else's OnlyFans. Wow. That is crazy. Hey, Jaja. Oh, Princess, I relate. Applaud your courage to say this. Most will condemn you for not connecting to mom, but you matter too. Do Allah. Yes, I mean, that's another thing that's a toxic self-limiting belief that happens in society, is that we have to like, mama's the head and nobody can go against big ma, and mom and respect. There's a difference between respecting your mother and respecting your elders and protecting your peace and safety. You know, we have to get out of that. You know, yes, we always be respectful, but you have to take care of yourself first. So thank you for sharing your story, Princess. Hey, at Younger, it's Matt and Matt Hunty, and the girl had the nerve to put it on a projector. No, she didn't. Child tricked us all. I was thinking she was going to show her presentation. It was just a whole mess. Damn. Who are you hanging out with, Younger? Like, what? What do you mean she had a projector and a... She had a projector and a presentation. Like, did you guys sit around and you're like, we're about to watch a presentation? What do you guys do for fun? That's really funny. At Nihar, hey, at Jaja, I don't know if it's because I'm in sales, but that's how things are. Call me to hang out, and I'm like, no, I'm going to chill, but once out, it's a wrap. I hear you. Yes. I definitely hear you on that. Okay, let's see some more chats. I want to make sure I get to say hi to everyone. Dun, dun, dun. And thank you so much for everyone who sent in a super chat or a super sticker. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And I am so excited. We'll be doing much more of this content. So I'm really, really excited. Hey, Essential Queen Candy, I love this. We need a name for this. We do need a name for this. I usually call it the self-care sessions. Do you guys like how that sounds? We could do like the self-care sessions. That's what I usually call it. So let me know if you like that. But I like doing like the self-care sessions. Like, welcome to the candy shop. You know, come for the shade, stay for the self-care. Yes. So we'll think of it. But I think we could do like self-care sessions, like weekly sessions. Hey, Young and Rich, the story is long and crazy. You sounds like it. You sound like a whole vibe, Young Rich. I love you. You sound like a whole vibe. Oh, hey, Jaja Candy, can you talk regaining trust after becoming guarded from misuse from others? Yes. Okay, great question. Okay. So I think trusting again after being betrayed, and you've put your guards up and you have, remember, boundaries are to protect you. Boundaries are not walls, right? So you don't want to put walls up. It goes back to what I was saying before about number 5, being disconnected from your intuition and lack of self-confidence. So sometimes when you have been betrayed and someone has lost your trust, and so you put your guards up, you put your walls up because you don't want to be hurt again, right? You think you're protecting yourself from being hurt, but when you have a wall up, the hurt can't get in, but neither can the love, neither can the support, neither can the friendship, right? Neither can the love and all that stuff. So you have to start trusting yourself before you can trust others. And that's what I mean by everything first starts with you. When you start to trust yourself, when you start to trust your own intuition, when you start to trust your own discernment, when you start to trust your own inner voice, and you start to trust that you are the authority on what is right and best for you, then you're able to trust that you will have the discernment to know who is safe to trust and who isn't. And that will take practice and time, you know what I mean? And then also self-forgiveness. Forgive yourself for having trusted the wrong people in the past. Forgive yourself for putting yourself in a position to be hurt. Forgive yourself. You're human. You were doing the best you could with what you had in that moment. And somebody else's actions is not a reflection on your value and your worth. If somebody did you dirty, it's a reflection of who they are. It is not a reflection of who you are. So forgive yourself for having trusted the wrong person. Then learn to trust yourself that moving forward, when you get that feeling that, you know what, this person isn't a safe person to trust, that you're going to honor yourself and you're going to honor your voice. But then when you also get that, on the flip side, when you get that feeling of like, this feels like a safe person, let me trust them with a little bit and let me see what they do with that. Oh, they kept my secret. Oh, they talk kindly of me in my presence and in my absence. But let me trust them with a little bit more, right? And then and as I trust them with a little bit more, then they're going to earn my trust. And then I'm going to go from thinking that they were safe to knowing that they were safe. But it starts with trusting yourself that you will know who is safe and who isn't. And it's also having the capacity to forgive yourself when you make a mistake, when you thought someone was safe and it turned out that they weren't. It's okay. You can still trust yourself. It still wasn't your fault. That's another thing. Just because you trusted someone who betrayed you or did something to you or something happened, it wasn't your fault that it happened to you. You simply trusted the wrong person. What someone does to you is on them. Their actions are not your fault. So I think when you start to regain trust within yourself, when you start to forgive yourself, when you have compassion for yourself, when you no longer fault yourself for what other people did, you're able to regain trust to others. You have your intuition guiding system. You have the discernment to know who is safe, is not. You start to trust people in increments. Let them earn your trust. Let them prove their trust, right? So that's what I think you do to start regaining trust after you've been hurt. Take time to heal. You don't have to go out the gate trusting people again. You don't have to have been hurt and just the next day you're healthy and happy again. Let yourself heal. Have the grieving process. Because it is a loss when you thought someone was one way and they turned out to be another. That is a loss. So let yourself heal. Go to the grieving process. Love yourself. Trust yourself. And know that moving forward, you know how to protect yourself. That's what I would say to that. Self-forgiveness is huge. Ageless Bloom, thank you for the super chat. $4.99. But I'm telling you, girl, 6-year-old narcissist, he ain't never gonna change. Never, 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 never. Hey, Nihar, us women need to start complimenting each other. Yes, instead of saying to ourselves, she thinks she's cute, say, you go, girl. Exactly. When you uplift each other, it's like all tides rides, like the tide rides all boats or whatever it is. There's enough tide, shine, love, joy for all of us. And I'm a firm believer that when you celebrate other people, you clear the path for your own blessings to come and flow. I think the quickest way to clear paths to your blessing, one is gratitude, being thankful for what you are while still having the expectation that something better is coming. That to me is really being able to be grateful while still striving. You're not like upset or down on yourself like, oh, I live in an apartment but want a house. I hate this apartment. It's small. It's this, it's that. Oh, I want a big, big house. No. So the gratitude is, I am so happy and grateful that I have a roof over my head. I'm so happy and grateful for my apartment. I'm so happy and grateful that I have a safe space. I'm so happy and grateful that I get to come to a place and call it my own. I'm so happy and grateful for the house that it's on its way to me. I'm so happy and grateful for what's to come, right? That's how you are grateful for where you are while calling into existence where you're going to be. And I think the second way is exactly what you're saying there, here, is to celebrate other people. When you see another sister, another brother, another person shining and getting all that stuff, when you are able to say good on that person, I really, and like really genuinely mean it, I think energetically, you send that back to you, because what can happen for one person can definitely happen for you. And use it as motivation, right? Not competition. Sometimes I'm like, that girl got that. And then I think, I know I can do this. You know what I mean? Sometimes take it as motivation, right? Not to knock anybody, but if you're like, if God can do it for her, I know he can do it for me, right? So take it as motivation, not to knock anybody down, but think of it as like, look what that person is doing, that I know I can do it too. So yeah, 100%. H2 Angel, I've always been considered wise. Hey, H2 Angel, but I've truly grown into having discernment. Yes, you have to realize that not everyone means you well, regardless of who they are. Yeah, you always have to remember, people have their own agendas. Always. So you got to be careful. Hey, gorgeous. My motto is, if you don't recognize my value, then you don't deserve my presence. Exactly. My energy time is too precious and sacred to waste. Queen energy. Exactly. When you realize that your presence is the present, your value and worth is the prize, who you are is the prize, and it's precious, and it's to be won and proven, you don't got time. You don't got time for it. Hey, Kayla, learning to forgive myself for mistakes I have made in my life. I'm telling you, we'll do a self-care session all around self-forgiveness, because I think that's the biggest piece that a lot of people don't talk about, because sometimes we confuse, why do I have to forgive myself? That means I did something wrong. That means it was my fault. That means I'm being critical or judging. No. Just because you forgive yourself doesn't mean that you are blaming or faulting, or it was your fault, or you're being critical. No. Self-forgiveness is just a way for you to learn to love yourself unconditionally. It's saying, I made a mistake, but I still love me. I didn't get it right, but I'm still deserving of love. I fell a little bit short this time, but I'm still valuable. It's just saying that nothing that I can say or do takes away from my inherent and intrinsic value and worth, right? Think about if you were talking to a little kid, and say a little kid made a mistake. They, I don't know, were on a bike and skinned their knee, or they had a purple popsicle and they spelt it on a white couch, right? You wouldn't be like, wow, that kid is like 27% worthless, like worth less than what he was a minute ago. Wow, that kid made a mistake. That kid has no value anymore. Wow, that kid is really... No, of course not. That sounds crazy. You would say to that child, oh my God, it's okay, sweetheart. It's okay. I forgive you. I love you. You just made a mistake. It's okay. It goes back to showing yourself that level of unconditional love, compassion, grace, and forgiveness that you so freely give to other people. And that is the essence of self-love. You wouldn't look at a child who made a mistake and think, wow, that child's worthless. So why do it to yourself? Just because you made a mistake does not make you less deserving of love, respect, happiness, joy, money, success, anything you want in this world. To have or feel, you are still intrinsically worthy and deserving of it. I don't care how many mistakes you made. Nothing you can say or do can make you less than who you are divinely discerned to be. So that is the essence of self-forgiveness, is remembering that your inherent value does not change just because you made a mistake. It just means you're human. That's it. Hey, Sundali at Jaja, there is personal power in allowing yourself to be vulnerable. I mean, vulnerability is another one, right? Like we were talking about number one, you're hypercritical. You think you have to be perfect. Then you're not allowed to be vulnerable. You're not allowed to make mistakes and all that stuff. It's insane. You have to. Hey, Gayla, glad I found your channel, Candy, and you're 100% correct. Ah, thank you, sweetheart. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, GGF627, you have to give yourself the same love, grace, and forgiveness that you would give to your friends. Be your own friend. That's exactly it. Be your own best friend first. That's exactly right. You have to be your own best friend first. Love you first. And give yourself the same advice and grace that you would give to anybody else. Hey, gorgeous. I love celebrating my queens. Yes, we're supposed to be each other's ally, and I firmly believe in women unity. 100%. We have to believe in women unity because the way they keep us divided in this patriarchy, no offense to any man. I'm not a man hater by any means. I love men. Bring it on, men. But the patriarchy, what I'm talking about, right? That structure, it keeps us down because it divides women. And it's age-old war tactic is what? Divide and conquer. So as long as we are divided, they're able to conquer us because they know that when we come together, how powerful we are. Hey, Mellow Drew, would you call cheating a deal breaker? This is an unpopular opinion, but no. I don't think cheating is necessarily a deal breaker. I think that all relationships are different. And I think to me, it really boils down to context. I think it depends on the context of the cheating, of the relationships, of the dynamic, of how people feel moving forward. Like I would need to know the whole story to say whether or not I think that that particular moment of cheating was a deal breaker. But cheating inherently, just like in and of itself, I don't think is a deal breaker. And I think a lot of relationships, and I don't mean this in a negative way, but more in like in a realistic way, I think the majority of relationships have gone through some form of infidelity, whether it's physical cheating and emotional cheating or whatever it is. I think the majority of relationships have gone through some form of infidelity. I think the biggest thing is figuring out what was the root cause. Why did the person cheat? Second, how did they cheat? If somebody cheats with a sister or a brother or a best friend, to me, that's a deal breaker. Get the F out. You know what I mean? But was it, I mean more context. Why did they cheat? What was going on in the relationship? Were both people checked out? What was happening? Was the communication broken down? Is that something that both people want to work on? Then, how do they cheat and who do they cheat with? Multiple times, one time? What's the situation? So cheating itself to me isn't a deal breaker. But I need the facts. I need the specifics. Oh, yeah. Whew. So you guys, we have been, hey to be Black Native at Younger. Yes, Candy Fix My Life. Yes, or Sweet Chats. Oh, Sweet Chats. Yes, yes, yes. Woo, you guys, we have been on this for 2 hours and almost 15 minutes, about 2 hours and 11 minutes or 12 minutes or so. Yes, yes, yes. That is insane, you guys. I love it. We're going to wrap up soon, but this has been great. And we will do a self-care session or a sweet chat. Let's do one once a week. At Young Rich, have you ever cheated or been cheated on? No to both, actually. I've never cheated and I've never been officially cheated on. And by officially, I mean I've had situationships where lines have been blurry. But whenever I've been in a committed relationship where it's like, this is my boyfriend and I'm his girlfriend legitimately, and we have we're both in it and it's committed. No, I've never been cheated on. And no, I've never cheated. So maybe me thinking that is naive, but I just think for a realistic, knowing what's happened to friends and other people in the world, I don't think cheating itself is necessarily a deal breaker. I think people in relationships are able to get past it sometimes. Hey, DJF, you said hashtag Candy Gang sweet tweets. Hashtag Candy Canes Gang sweet chats. Yes, I love it. That was a tongue twister, guys. Woo, woo, woo. All right, you guys. I'm going to see anybody I haven't said to. Hey, Carmen Monique, you're such a beautiful person, both inside and out, and speak so much wisdom. I love to see it. Oh, thank you so much, sweetheart. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, Star Alexander, I think it's okay not to fully trust others. Right. There's a reason we're only told to only fully trust God, not man. Correct. So I think that, and that goes with discernment. You don't have to trust someone completely or implicitly, but if you want to have a full life, you have to trust people at some point. And you also have to trust that even if it doesn't go right, you'll be able to recover. There has to be trust in there. But no, you're right. I don't even trust myself 100%. I trust myself 99%. But I'm also a human being. So if anybody says to you, I would never do that, that would never be me. I'm just like, you can't say that, because you never, as human beings in this world, you never know what you will or will not do if you are pushed to a certain limit, if you are in certain circumstances. So I think I know myself a lot. I know my integrity. I know who I am. I know what I stand for. But I only trust myself 99% because I'm also very much aware that I am a human being. And human beings, when put in situations, you don't know what you're capable of doing, good or bad, right? Sometimes I think about moms who see their kids stuck under a car. They get mom strength and pull the car up, right? You don't or if you're trapped in a cave or something and you chew your arm off to get out, or all these crazy stuff. It's as human beings, you don't know what you're capable of, good or bad, given certain circumstances. So no, you never trust anyone 100%. I don't trust myself 100% because, again, I'm human. And I know that being human means there's some stuff I don't know about. That's just how it is. That is just how it is. Hey, Joanna, love this candy more and more. Good night. Yes, good night, sweetheart. Yes. Hey, Diane Gordon, the vocalist. Hey, beautiful girl. Thank you for your wisdom. So well received. Yay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes. Young Rich says, have you cheated or gotten cheated on? Already answered that, babe. No, never cheated on someone and never got cheated on. Okay, guys. Okay. All right. I think we're going to wrap this one up and call it a night. But I just wanted to say thank you so much, my sweet candy canes, for being with me. Today was a big day. It was my first day being monetized. Everyone who sent a super chat or a super sticker, thank you so much. I so appreciate it. And everybody who either liked or subscribed or is in the comment or is just watching, thank you as well, equally as well. Any way you support, thank you. And I hope that you found value in this. And let me know what other topics you want to talk. There's so many things we talk about. Self-forgiveness, narcissism, setting boundaries, toxic friendships, self-care tips and practices we could talk about, dealing with stress, dealing with anxiety, dealing with depression, dealing with everything. There's so many things about self-care and wellness that we could talk about, confidence, all that stuff. So yeah, we will be doing one of these about once a week or so. Yeah, we'll do one a week. And then we'll get back to the regular standard tea and shade of reality TV. So thank you guys so much. I love you guys. So yay, Tunisia says sweet dreams, Candy. Thank you, girl. Tunisia says sweet dreams. Thank you, sweetheart. Amelia says be safe, gorgeous. You might have a calling for helping others. I do. I think that's my personal purpose. I believe my personal purpose is to help others. Through storytelling. That's what I do. Getting up here, we're telling stories and everything else that I do. So I love you guys. Star Alexander says Candy Canes, love it. Yes. She says be safe, ladies. You too. Carolyn said thank you again, Candy, for such great content. Good night. Yes. Hey, Allie changed. She goes, I like your advice. Yay. Soon Lily says splendid job, Candy. Thank you so much. Yes. Gorgeous says daily prayer, self-love affirmations, meditations, mini forums in a love bath have been a big part of my self-care, self-love journey. Everything you said sounds so good. Yes, it all sounds so good. Thank you, B. Mwah. Mellow Juice says, can we call in one day? Yes, you could have called in today. I'm sorry if I didn't forget to say that, but it was the pinned link was for StreamYard, so you guys can call in. So I will make sure to communicate that more, that you guys can call in. Yes, you guys can call in anytime. Anytime you want, you can call in. So yes, you can definitely call in, Mellow. Yes. Alisha, thank you for the shout out. Thank you for the comment, sweet girl. Thank you. Yes. To be Black Native says, love you, Candy. Oh, yes. Me says, I love you, Candy. I love you too. Okay, guys, we're going to call it a night. Good night, everybody. Be safe. Be well. I love you all. And I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. Yay. Starlight says good night. Such a great sesh. Yes. Gorgeous says thank you all. Have a good night. Yes. Poetic Cal is giving the candies. Okay, you guys. I love you. Be safe. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Mwah. Bye, guys. And thank you. Thank you for all of your support. I truly appreciate it. Bye, guys. Oh, that's okay. I have to say bye, Young Rich. You my boy. And we got to talk about projection screens. We got to talk. All right. I love you guys. Good night.